Okay, we are back in Legend Heroes, Trails to Azure. So I wanted to try to do some more link moves with Ellie and Wazy to try to boost them, but we're not allowed to leave the Merkaba unless we go to the booster site. Literally all the other areas are blocked off, so I'm expecting there to be some scenes here, and then I'll see if I can do them anyway.
ここから動力ネットをハッキングしてクロスベル独立国の無効宣言をする。後戻りはできない。心の準備はできているか？
So keep in mind, even if you're not ready, they won't let you leave, so you can't really do anything. It's either go there or don't.
OK。音声テストもバッチリです。
こちらもブースターの真上に来た。いつでも始められるぞ。
OK。議長、よろしいですね。
ああ、始めてくれたまえ。
そんじゃ始めるぜ。無線ブースターより動力ネットへのハッキングを開始。
I don't know about you guys, but I prefer the Death Star Trench Run myself.
よっしゃ、通信機能を掌握したぜ。
カメラ切り替えます。
いいわよ。皆さんこんにちは。クロスベル通信社所属グレイス・リン報道記者です。念のため言っておきますと、クロスベル通信社は今回の件に全く関知しておりません。私の独断による報道ですので、あしからずご了承ください。さて、早速ですが、ある方を紹介したいと思います。クロスベル自治州代表、ヘンリー・マクダイル議長閣下です。
クロスベルの市民諸君およびこの映像をご覧になっているすべての方々に申し上げる。クロスベル自治州議会議長ヘンリー・マクダエルであります。皆さんもご存知の通り、先日前クロイス市長によりクロスベル独立国の創立が宣言されました。国防軍という軍事組織も設立され、新たな体制に慣れつつある人もいるかとは思いますが、ですが皆さん、今一度考えていただきたいのです。果たして我々はこの事態を真に選択したかということを。無論現状についての是非は人それぞれあるでしょう。ですが現政府は真に民主的な手続きによっては成立していません。自治州議員の多くが拘束され、私自身監禁された状態でクロスベルの独立は宣言されました。この宣言が議会の承認を経ずに個人の独断で行われたものであることは改めて指摘しておきたいと思います。ならば独立の意思を問う住民投票が根拠となるでしょうか。いいえ、かも 住民投票は決意表明を行うかどうかを問うものでしかなかったはずです。国防軍やクロスベル独立国、まして大統領制などの正当性に結びつくものでは決してありません。そしてそうした手続きの正当性よりも何よりも、私が皆さんに問いたいのは他でもありません。果たしてこの状況は、今の体制は、私たちの在り方は正しいのか。ただそれだけであります。それを皆さんに共に考えていただくきっかけとするためにも、自治州代表の一人として私はここにクロスベル独立国が無効であることを宣言いたします。
おお、言っちゃったよ。
でもこれで少しは動きやすくなります。
ああ、セルゲイさん、あいつらの協力でしょうか。
それ以外にはありえねえだろう。さて、忙しくなりそうだな。
ここから先は私の方から数々のスクープをお伝えさせていただきます。まずは2ヶ月前に起こったクロスベル市襲撃事件ですが、
この不快な映像は一体いつまで続くのかね。
侵入経路はつかめたため、物理的な遮断を行っている最中です。あと2分ほどでしょう。
該当スクリーンについてもすでに撤収を開始させています。ほどなく市民も退去するでしょ
いい不意打ちでしたな。虚実を織り交ぜた妙手、老兵の意地といったところか。
何を人事のような。君たちが議長を逃したからこのようなことになったのだろうが。
いや、それについてはお詫びするしかありませんな。もっともこちらの主張通り全ての禍根を潰しておけばこうはならなかったはずですね。
巫女殿の機嫌もある。支援課の関係者に思い切ったことまではでき
歯がゆいですけど、こればかりは仕方ないですわね。
市外の国防軍にも少なからず影響があるはずです。なんとか立て直してみましょう。
ああ、よろしく頼む。
では我々の方も本腰を入れさせてもらいましょう。兵ゆえにレジスタンスども、本気で狩らせてもらいますよ。
私は結社の方々と連絡を取っておきますわ。教会の船と支援家たち、何とかする必要がありますから。
ああ、行きたまえ。
やれやれ。お父上はどうも思い切りが足らぬようだな。
まあ、辛抱遠慮とでも思っていただきたいですわ。大陸全土の秩序を組み替える壮大なる計画、お父様一人ではどうしても限界がありますもの。
だから優秀なスタッフがいろいろと力を貸しているわけだ。牽制やあの御仁のような。
そういうことですわ。
パパ、話は終わったの？あ、ベルお嬢さんだ。ヤッホ
ー。シャーリーさんはいつも元気ですわね。例の話については考えてくださったかしら？
ああ、お嬢さんの
の施設部隊のトップだったっけ？面白そうだけど今の環境も気に入ってるしな。
やれやれ、俺の目の前で堂々と引き抜きをしないでもらいたいもんですな。
あら、これは失礼。それではシグムントさん、今後の段取りについては以前お話しした通りに。
ああ、承知した。小僧、お前の方はどうする？
俺はあんたらの仲間になった覚えはね。勝手にやらせてもらうぜ。
ふん、まあいいだろう。
バルド、その気があればとことん鍛えてあげるからいつでも来なよね。
けっ。
頼もしい方々ですわね。
化け物親子の間違いだろ。対等に渡り合ってるあんたも相当な玉だと思
うがな。後悔していますか？私の誘いに乗ったこと。
はっ、なわけねえだろ。あんたがくれた薬のおかげで俺は力を手に入れた。誰もが使いこなせないような圧倒的な力をな。
そうですわね。魔人化した時のバルドさんは旅力ならば人として最強。私たちにとってもまたとないサンプルですから。
せいぜい喜んでモルモットになってやるよ。あの野郎をぶっ潰して誰が一番か証明するためにもな。
The shockwaves of Speaker McDonald's declaration of invalidity slowly spread throughout the state, as well as the rest of the continent. Whatever impact it had on those in Crossbell City remained shrouded in mystery due to the barrier. Within the Defense Force, however, unrest spread virulently as the chain of command at Belgard and Tangram Gate began to unravel. Amidst the chaos, the Triple S received a surprising call aboard the Merkaba.
結界の解除方法が分かった。
それとあの3体のアイオーンの力を抑える方法をな。ズバリ鍵は大金にある。
大金、塔や総員にあったものですか？
それが結界や人形たちを強化しているってことかい？
いや、強化しているのはあくまで司法の力のはずだ。だがおそらく現時点では司法は完全ではないのだろう。その常識外れの奇跡を広範囲にわたって権限させるためには得意な場に頼る必要があるらしい。大金同士による共鳴が生み出す場にな。
あの大金にはそんな働きが。それでは金の共鳴を止めてしまえば。
あの巨大な結界を解除できるかもしれぬし、ガレリア要塞を消滅させた白いアイオーンの力などもまあ断言まではできぬがな。
いや、試してみる価値はあるんじゃねえか。
あの結界と白い人形は最大の障害だった。その2つがある限りクロスウェル氏を解放することは永遠に不可能だったからな。
となると塔と総員ですか？
ああ、古戦場に運ばれた大金は市内の中央広場に戻されたようだ。それには手が出せないけど、塔と総員の金なら共鳴を止めることはできる。
まあどちらも結社が守っている場所だがな。
そういえば
確かにそうでしたね。
どうやら月の総員はカンパネルラがいるらしい。そして星見の塔はアリアンロードがいるようだ。
あの常識外れの女騎士か。
正直困ったね。道化師の方は何とかなるかもしれないが、かの鋼の聖女が相手じゃ難攻不落としか言いようがない。
そんなに強いのか？
ああ、結社には凄まじい使い手がゴロゴロしてるけど、彼女はそういった達人たちとも一線を画している存在でね。まるで人の身では勝てないことが 決まっているかのような強さだ。
そこまで。ワジ君は教会でもドミニオンと呼ばれる特別な存在だそうだけど、それでも対抗は不可能なの？
ああ、スティグマの力を使ってもあの鎧には通用しないだろうね。なんとか太刀打ちできるとしたらうちの総長くらいか。
だが大陸全土がこの状況だ。さすがにセルナート総長に動いてもらうわけにもいくまい。
はあ、そうなんだよね。こんな時にケビンがいれば少しは当てにできるんだけど。
悩んでいる暇はない。この状況を打開できる巧妙がようやく見えてきたんだ。ここはあえて踏み込んでみるべきだろう。
だな。
同感です。どんな達人だろうと突き崩せる一点はゼロではないと思います。そうね。こんな場所でつまずいていたらベルたちにも届かないわ。
行きましょう、とうとう総員へ。
まあ幸運を祈っておこう。せめてアリアンロードのいる塔は後回しにするがいい。彼女は愚か、戦乙女たちにすら返り討ちに会いたくなければな。
We've been there before, so you should know the way. Society of Ouroboros, I heard they were the ones behind those bizarre happenings in Laboral last year. They haven't been making their presence felt very much in Crossbell, but they do have 2 key locations fully guarded. Makes you wonder what their ultimate goal in all of this is. Hacking the orbital net went a lot smoother than I thought it would. They've totally blocked off access from the signal booster though, so there's no chance we're going to be able to use it again. Doesn't matter though, scaring the crap out of those chumps in Orcus Tower is more than worth it. Hurry up and take back the city already, I've got me a base to reclaim. You'll be able to infiltrate the city once we do something about the barrier and the White Ion. I'm sure Speaker McDonald's declaration reached Chief Sergei and the others too. They're probably already on the move. This is the final push, Lloyd. You guys go kick some butt out there. Our first destination is the Moon Temple, a ruin in the main region dating back to the Middle Ages. Maester Jurg asserts that one of the Society's enforcers, Campanella the Fool, will be awaiting you there. He doesn't typically dirty his hands like this, so even the Church's records on him are incomplete. You face an enigmatic foe. There's no telling what he might have in store. Be ready for anything. That went the wrong. We can hit the duck on the way up, back up. Grandfather's declaration of invalidity has had major repercussions all over the map. Now that the CDF is withdrawn, civil unrest might start bubbling up to the surface. Might be a good idea to check how things have changed around the state on our way to stop the 2 bells. Speaker McDowell? No, pardon me, Lloyd, I was lost in thought. Declaring the independent state of Crossbell invalid has broken us out of this deadlock, but was it truly the right thing to do? I fear there is no correct answer. Even so, I've always believed that the act of seeking it is vital in and of itself. That is my duty as Speaker of the Diet, and above all, as a true Crossbellan. We'll never forget what you've done for us, Speaker McDowell. Know that once this is all over, the Triple S will lend you whatever help we can in return. You have my thanks in advance. I'll surely need the support when the time comes. To see what they're referring to, you will need to play Reverie. Never thought someone from the Society would supply us with valuable information the way Jörg Rosenberg has. As a member of the Gralsritter, I'm hesitant to take his word at face value, but it didn't seem like he was lying to us. Just goes to show they got people of all stripes and sorts over in Ouroboros. Ouroboros and the Gralsritter have faced off time and again throughout unrecorded history. You could almost say we're bound by fate. That said, despite how much our order has looked into the Society, we know shockingly little about the Fool or the Steel Maiden. No countermeasures, no glaring weak points. As things stand, we'll have to fight them both. We'll fight both of them blind. But nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Might as well jump in headfirst and see who comes out on top. So the great bells scattered about Crossbell exist to create localized fields of space that amplify the powers of the Septarian. In light of what the present situation has already shown us, I believe we can trust Jurg's findings. But to think the children of man were capable of creating such things, not to mention the cradle of the cult. The deluded obsessions of the Crois family truly know no bounds. The Merkaba Unit 5 has been keeping in touch with us from outside the state since the declaration of invalidity. Father Kevin and his crew are busy preparing to assist us with the liberation of Crossbell City. For that to make a difference, we first need to do something about that white ion and the barrier around the city. Both the Moon Temple and Stargazer Tower are once under the supervision of the Crossbell and Guardian Force. If we just learned the truth about the bells earlier, maybe we could have avoided the current situation altogether. Still, to win out won't do us any good. We have a lot of battles ahead, so I'll keep my head up and face forward. terms of overall strength, the Red Constellation is probably tougher than the Society. The guys at Ouroboros have their archaisms, not to mention that insane Lance Master. It's gonna take a lot more than raw power alone to crack those nut jobs. Don't go soft on them for even a second, Lloyd. You got that? Seeing as we no longer need to locate any additional landing spots, I have passed my duties on board to Yona for now. As for our next mission, we will be facing off against Ouroboros. There is no way for us to predict what tactics they may employ. With that in mind, I must ensure that my orbital staff and I are in perfect condition at all times. So, are there any slots left? Yeah, that's heartbreaking, man. As long as I have enough EP cuts for everyone. We have enough attack 3s. I think we're okay for the time being. Let's go find Risha on deck. The Steel Maiden. She was the one who shattered Dean's mask. Perhaps it would only be fair that I return the favor. Not sure how I'd fare against such an overwhelming opponent, to be honest. But I will not yield. I have my own mission that I have to accomplish no matter what. And before we go forward, I will be looking to do a little bit of grinding if they'll let me. Okay, so hopping over to our Morka, we are going to do a patrol of sorts. Derek's been working harder than ever since the declaration of invalidity. In all my years as chief, I never experienced a situation like the one we find ourselves in now. Everyone in this village needs to come together if we're going to pull through this. The declaration of invalidity has called President Crois' authority into question. I can already picture how much discord there is among the city residents right now. In case you're wondering, Ellie's hearts are maxed out. Wazy's got 2 to go. It's just I don't know how many times I have to use a combo craft before he finally gets the next point. We haven't been able to deliver it to the city ever since the barrier went up. There must be plenty of city slickers and need some fresh veggies right now. It's mighty painful to know there's nothing us farmers can do for him. Our kids are playing with Colin again today. It reminds me, I should treat Mr. Hayworth and his family to dinner sometime for all the help they've given us. Camille only wanted to play with Colin, so I was getting really bored. But Mom says I'm like a big sister to Colin, so I gotta be more patient. I've always wanted to be a big sister. Playing with everyone is so fun. I made so many friends here. Maybe I can bring Sunita with us next time too. Come on, Colin, we're gonna play Kick the Can today. Kick the Can, what's that mean? You don't know Kick the Can? Jeez, well, guess we'll have to teach you. Let's see, it's kinda like hide and seek, except Colin can be a little careless. He wandered onto the highway earlier because he thought those blue plants were pretty. I'll have to keep a closer eye on him. I'm getting a chill down my spine. What is Gramps scheming this time? Should be more concerned about the low harvest than my personal life. So make sure we got the newspaper. Seeing Sophia and Colin tells me that Harold's built himself quite the family. Imagine if Jake became a family man like that too someday. Maybe I should focus on finding my grandson a wife once I retire. So the chill was rightly deserved. Our village is largely separated from Crossbell in politics, so the declaration of invalidity doesn't change much here. That said, many villagers are still worried about how quickly things are changing. Let's visit them door to door and give them some reassurance. Colin, I hope he'll be alright. He's gonna be fine, Sophia. I know how you feel. I was afraid of letting my scrawny little Stefan play unsupervised at first, too. Sometimes you gotta let them leave the nest and get in a little trouble. It builds character. Maybe you're right. Colin won't enjoy himself very much if I'm too overprotective. Perhaps I really should try to be less overprotective of Colin. Just get how much fun he's having with the other children. Sophia certainly does dote on the boy. It's alright, though. Sometimes kids have gotta get in trouble to grow a little. Let's see if Harold's here. Sophia is such a good cook. Maybe she'd be willing to give me some lessons while she's staying here. Before you know it, I'll be able to whip up an even meaner omelet rice than my dad. Just between you and me, Celie didn't inherit Goffin's culinary ability, if you know what I mean. I was scared stiff when she served me up an omelet rice that looked like it had crawled out of Gehenna. Not that that's not me from eating it or anything, I can never turn Celie down. Life is hardly worth living, what with highway restrictions keeping me from the library. At least Speaker McDowell's finally doing something about all of it. Things are about to improve now, right? Maybe that barrier will come down too. Word of the declaration of invalidity has reached the village. Our opinions of the president weren't too high to begin with. But I bet the city folk are starting to sing the same tune now. Wish I knew what was going to happen next, but I think we're stuck waiting for the other shoe to drop. No one in that one. Triple S, thank goodness you're still okay. When I heard about Speaker McDonald's declaration of invalidity, I wasn't sure what to think. Did you all have a hand in it? Quite a few, as a matter of fact. How have things been in our morgue? Any significant changes? Not for the moment, no. I was in talks with the CDF when we received the news, though, and they were quite out of sorts about it. I suppose it's no surprise that the village itself wasn't affected by it either way. Yeah, if I had to guess, cities where things are really hitting the fan. Indeed, it has me worried for my neighbors back home. My friends and associates in St. Ursula and Mainz are a point of concern as well. If only it were possible to travel. Unfortunately, the declaration was only a small step in the right direction. There's still a lot of work to be done. Stay safe in the meantime, Mr. Hayworth. I will. Good luck to you all. So we will need to get to Mainz, Ursula. We also have to go to the boathouse and the battlefield because, if you remember, Hayway is holed up there. Basically, this patrol is everywhere but Crossbell City itself. Derek's been checking in on us every now and then to make sure we're all okay. Times like these, even just seeing a friendly face can help put you at ease. We're fortunate that he's always been the thoughtful type. Our independence was declared invalid, right? Honestly, I think it's for the best. I miss the days when I could drive to my heart's content. This whole independence business is too complicated for a guy like me anyway. Just want things to go back to normal. So, yeah, he's looking for the wife, I remember now. Well, he's not, the grandfather is. Pretty soon we will need to sit down and cook, because I think the final recipes are in Crossbell. We'll have to deliver the Peculiar over to the Police Academy. I was about to say, did I make a wrong turn? Although we will need to go to the boathouse eventually. Need to deliver the Peculiar, and then the Supreme still go to the G zone. So if you didn't remember I was playing this on PS4, there's your reminder. That had to have come out late last night because it's currently 4:30 AM when I'm playing this. And I think I did make the wrong turn. I just want to go over here and make sure there's like a cryptid out or something. Not to mention we still need to get the monster chest that's in the Nox Forest. That's part of the reason why I did my grinding on the west side of the map. Just kind of hoping, hey, maybe I can slip in here while I'm trying to do the combo craft crap and pass. Basically, I'm just grabbing those to see if I get a neat quartz or two. We still have to read books now that I think about it. I think there's 2 chapters left. I'm missing a few entries in the chest story. So I think we're up to, like, we're missing some of the high 30s, and then from, I think the highest one we've encountered is 47. Master Cow's ready to see you in our hideout now. Are you ready to meet with him? Please follow me. I will guide you to Master Cow. I expected nothing less from my beloved friends in the Triple S. Allow me to congratulate you on assisting the good speaker with formally declaring the independent state of Crossbell invalid. Even I couldn't have foreseen something so thrilling on the horizon. It's only thanks to the cooperation of countless others that we've been able to come this far. We've also discovered how to disable the barrier around Crossbell City. Once we do that, we'll be able to infiltrate the city and rescue Kia. Keep in mind that you've taken but a single step. Still, there's no denying that the tide is beginning to turn. If I may ask, Cal, what is Hayway's current status? Are you still remaining hidden? The Royal Constellation had indeed been searching for us, but they've withdrawn for the time being. The defense force team that was patrolling the nearby highway has also pulled back. I imagine that gave the resistance team in Maine ample opportunity to escape harm. That means Muriel and the others should be out of the woods for now. But that's a weight off your shoulders, Randy. As if. Defense force aside, my uncle and his guys don't give a damn what the old man McDowell declares about anything. I bet a pretty mirror the only reason they bailed was to prep for their next move. I'm afraid I must agree with those odds. It's only a matter of time before they attempt something that puts their little hunting expedition in Maine to shame. And it seems we still have no room to let our guards down whatsoever. And quite, and so I'm counting on all of you to remove that barrier on the double. Until you do, we won't be able to mount any sort of counter-offensive. Rest assured that when the time comes, we will cooperate in the liberation of Crossbell City. We'll hold you to that. Breaking through Ouroboros' defenses and breaking down the barrier won't be easy. But you can leave it to us. We're going to clear open a path for you and your men as well as the resistance. We won't rest until we've done so. As reliable as ever. Now, if you'll excuse me, this brings our little gathering to an end. Allow if you'd guide them safely back the way they came, please. Yes. No bombshells. Zerum powder is a parting gift. Unfortunately, Master Cal is presently occupied with preparing countermeasures against the Red Constellation and will not be accepting visitors. We ask that you get in touch with us again once the barrier is taken care of. We'll do that. Take care of yourselves. Farewell for now. Would have been nice if they at least walked you to the entrance of the battlefield, you know? Then again, maybe someone wants to catch a catfish or something? I don't know. We still need to access 9 volleys so I can cash in the special fish that gave us the 1 rod. You know, 1 rod rule. You get a few accessories for that. I think another one's a spare evergreen. Anyway, to the boathouse we go. Crack pepper. I think this is the one I didn't scan. So maybe a bit of a tangent. I'm just showing this to show that, yeah, there's crap I missed. Not all of it can be salvaged, though. There you go. I don't know if I got all the rare encounters either. Life from Mirage Zephyth and a monster egg.
行きます。
任せろ。はちょろいぜ。
Okay, at that time I was not plotting to kill the tomato or anything. I don't even know if there's a good entry point or exit point around here either. Boathouse is in a pretty awkward spot. Hmm? Am I strong enough to just outright destroy the bull? That was a shining palm, damn it. Like, right there. The one that I hit a second ago didn't die in one shot. The palm did. What the hell, game? You had one job. So that would be another thing I missed, because I'm not going through the hassle of trying to re-encounter that. No matter what dangers await us, I'm prepared to overcome them with Lord Lakelord. Besides, I prefer the two of us being alone anyway. So your independence was declared invalid, was it? Yet another irksome development. That's it. Okay, jumping over to mains. Is it true that Crossbell's independence is invalid now? Some Defense Force people are here to search for the Resistance, but they bolted out in a hurry. Serves them right, justice always prevails. There hasn't been any military action here since the Jaegers went hunting for the Resistance. Worried how they'll react to the Declaration of Invalidity, though. Hope the Resistance is being careful right now. When's the mine gonna reopen? The mine's closed, so I'm helping around town with whatever physical labor I can offer. It doesn't make a difference, though. Nothing's as satisfying as mining. The Resistance forces are gearing up for something, but what exactly I can't say. I'm sure I get better to see the guardsmen get injured like they were during the occupation. Hope they make it through this alright. The Declaration of Invalidity essentially nullified President Crois' credibility. This very well could be a turning point in Crossbell in history. The Resistance guys have a bunch of wolves helping them out. Must be really smart. I'm glad they're on our side. Morale from the Resistance is visiting the inn. She said they would be commencing operation soon. I do hope they're taking the opportunity to rest. They certainly deserve it. With the President's reputation in flux, the Defense Force has chosen to stand down and see how things play out. From what I gather, Morale and the Resistance are making preparations to liberate Crossbell City. You can only pray to ADOs that their mission is a success. Yeah, I always have trouble with that word, but I'm trying to do it rather quickly. Randy, Special Support Section, just the people I wanted to see. With the Declaration of Independence invalidated, the Defense Force can no longer act with impunity. Now we just do something about the barrier surrounding the city. Disabling would be our only real chance of liberating the citizens. We're on the job, Second Lieutenant. It'll get done one way or another. Just a heads up, the Constellation's probably already geared up for that to happen. If we're not careful, they could start hunting the Resistance before we even get this operation off the ground. In other words, the sooner we act, the better. Agreed, I'll ensure my men are fully prepared to launch the operation on our end. With the Wolves' help, we'll be able to put up a better fight against the Red Constellation. In the meantime, we're counting on the Triple S to shut the barrier down. Don't worry, we'll pop that bubble. Just be careful on your end, Morale. Same to you, Randy. Yep, fried fish. Miss Morale is here on a supply run for the Resistance. She tells me you kids have a big operation coming up soon. Everyone here is rooting for you. Best of luck. That Resistance leader is a real fighter, huh? She was the first to challenge the new regime. None of the men can claim that. The rest of us ladies could learn a lot from her, I bet. No one in that room. It's been a while since we had Sunday school. Hope our teacher's okay. I don't have much schooling, so this Declaration of Invalidity business is a bit over my head. All I want is for this world to become a place where Kimmy and the rest of the kiddos can live in peace. Wish I didn't have to rely on folks like the Resistance to make that happen, but what can an old has-been miner like me do about it? I don't think we can get to the cathedral. I can give it a shot. We want to help as much as we can, but there's much we can do for Miss Morale and her resistance. In the end, all we miners are good for is digging holes. Luca kicked us out at the end. She said it was so the leader of the resistance could get some rest. Oh well, we'll live. Something big is happening over in the city right now. We miners can't afford to go on like this. I'm gonna need to have a talk with Mayor Bixson. Alec walked right up to one of those wolves and pet it without a second thought. What am I gonna do with that child? I know they're smart animals, not to mention they're cooperating with the resistance, but I do wish she'd be a little more careful. And I just wanted to see if there was, like, someone guarding the gate. I don't know if we're starting to pop the moles yet. We were for the bulls, but not the dinosaurs. Oh, there was something there. And I forgot what the creature is down south by Ursula. I don't think it's too far a walk to go to the cathedral. Flies are fishing bait if you don't remember. Nope. So just a reminder that was so hard to pop, yet the palm went up in one. Like, it kind of sucks that the palms ultimately became DLC, but maybe that is better than them being a super rare encounter. It wasn't as bad in Sky 1. Like, the positions to find them, I think the worst one was like between Bose and Ruin, or... Yep. Oh well. So is that a one-off? So I think the palm would be like right around here, over here on this side. There is a special combo craft you're supposed to use to kill them if you want to optimize stuff. I think it's Noel and Randy's combo craft. It's supposed to have like a septium vein built into it. But yeah, the cathedral was a bust. I don't think we're allowed by the gates. Let's see if they'll let us by Belgard. So yeah, this patrol's already winding down. Seems the defense force has been under chaos since the Speaker declared her independence invalid. They're still escorting ambulances, thankfully, but there's plenty else to be concerned about, too. My apologies, but I'll stay here while you're inside the hospital. We understand. See you soon. My heart goes out to our patients who have family trapped in the city. They're not in a position to communicate with their loved ones at all. Wish there was more we could do. Now, there has to be something. It still falls on our shoulders to make their stay here as comfortable as possible. So Speaker McDowell declared the state's independence invalid, has he? Wonder what's gonna happen now. Same here. Makes me wonder how things are going in my old apartment building in the downtown district. Doesn't sound like they're gonna let us request an escort back to the city anytime soon either. There's not much we can do about that. Let's just focus on our work at the hospital for now. Yeah, you're right. So she just repeated that last part. You're right. We're not even in a position to go back to the city right now. Still, the situation improves though. That would put my mind at ease. The stress is starting to get to our guests here, too. Can hardly blame them. If only they had a way to return to Crossbell City. Superintendent said we're in charge of delivering Lady Elia her hospital food today. So much pressure. What am I supposed to say when I meet her? Calm down, Portia. Don't forget, we have to deliver meals to all the other patients, too. What if you forgot so much that you spill someone's food, or worse, Lady Elia's? Keep it together. Anyone out here? Nope. To be honest, now is the time when I expect someone to be out there because, you know, like they're cooped up here. They need to get outside or something, or I don't know. Doctors' residents are looking more and more despondent every time they trudge in and out of their rooms. There's no way to communicate from the city now, so they're probably worried about their regular patients, and who could blame them? The doctors and interns are all doing all they can to come up with alternatives to the medicines we're lacking. Our solutions may be less than ideal, but we'd be neglecting our patients if we didn't try everything at our disposal. I swear to my prayers and neurologist and pharmacologist that we're going to pull through this. Adios, be my witness. Hey, little guy. Word in the hospital is that the city's in disarray again. Here there's a shocking expose on who was actually responsible for the raid. Though it seems they managed to suppress it before details could really get around. I'm sorry, Ilya. Ilya wouldn't be here if not for the President's schemes. She has every right to be upset. Well, not that the truth of what happened matters to me anymore. I care far more about when my next rehab session is. I mentioned to get out of this bed and move my body around. It's the only way I'm going to make this stage mine again. For a second there, I thought we were going to see a whole new side of you. Ilya will always be Ilya. Now would be about the time to put in a request for supplies we're running low on. Problem is there hasn't been a trace of the CDF since the Declaration of Invalidity. This isn't good. How are we supposed to negotiate for goods at this rate? So McDowell went and declared the whole kit and caboodle invalid, eh? I bet Sergei and the others in the city are making their move now. They wouldn't let an opportunity like this pass them by. Wish I could join them, but there's not much I can do in this state. I'll have to leave the heavy lifting to you, Triple S. I brought a book with me to pass the time, but I'm already through with it. No sense reading the same story over and over, right? Why don't you take it as a little present? So there's Sunshine Agnes 13. Every single one of the Defense Force soldiers that are posted here is up and left the hospital. Wonder what that's all about. So, out of curiosity, if we were to go to it, you can see we're at 93% roughly, so yeah. Next one's the finale. No one in that room. The hospital obviously has a lot going on right now. I can't do much, but I'm with the doctors in spirit at least. That's the kind of loyalty I have to St. Ursula. This place has done so much for me, body, mind, and soul. Excuse me, Doctor. I heard someone say the hospital's running out of medicine. Are we going to be alright? It's true our supplies are dwindling, but rest assured that we are working on alternatives. Staff we have here at St. Ursula Hospital are the best on the continent. We'll make it through this shortage. And then he just repeated that. Well, the doctor says it's fine, I suppose it's fine. I'm not the one with the medical license here after all. Don't worry, he doesn't have one either. Between the patients already staying here and the ones who just ended up stuck, I've got about as much work as I can handle. With everything going on in the city, it'll probably be a while before that changes. Heading over to speak with our visitors at L'Electier. I'll be leaving the patients here in your care for the time being, Philia. I'd appreciate if you could explain the situation to them. Yes, ma'am. Lloyd, you're all here. Isn't this a lovely surprise that Triple S is back together again? Not a moment too soon. We've never been able to make it happen without your support. I'm sorry to have worried you, Cecile. Oh, now, Ellie, there's nothing to apologize for. No doubt you and the others have been through a lot. And I know there's something I can't help but notice. From what I can tell, the Triple S seems more tightly knit than ever before. Hey, we can only get closer with time, right? We've done it all. We've done it all by now. Yes, truly put some perspective just how far we've come this year. I know your toughest fights are still ahead of you, but if we want to get to the bottom of this string of incidents, it's the Triple S. Good luck, everyone. I'll be rooting for you. We won't let you down, Cecile. Now that Triple S is back together again, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Give it everything you got, okay? I think that's the only new part. What's going on, Mayfeld? I'm scared. I don't know, but something must have happened in the city. Now's not the time to be worrying, though. We have people who need us, and as long as we play our part, I'm sure it'll all be okay. Right. Wasn't Mayfa outside? Didn't we pass her on the way in? Something must have happened in the city, and whatever it is, it's big. What's important now is that we do everything in our power to help people. Baggio, Mom, Dad, and all are still stuck in the city. Hope they're alright. We need to make a check to see if maybe the doves screwed something up here, and that would be kind of interesting, because I don't think they've made that mistake before. Just what's going to become of our little Crossbell? Only the goddess knows. All I can do is pray she puts us on the path to salvation. Got rushed to the hospital over a compound fracture. On one hand, I'm glad it's starting to heal, but on the other hand, I want to go through the hassle of trying to get back to the city. I heard a rumor that the declaration of invalidity caused an uproar in part of the city. Apparently the defense force was quick to stop it, but I worry if anyone was interested in the process. We've been completely cut off from the city, and I just don't mean the highways. We can't even make contact through the orbital network. These new information restrictions must be in response to Speaker McDowell's declaration of invalidity. This is terrible. It stands to be no way to notify us in case of an emergency. Just hope everyone in the city is alright. At the doctor's request, I gathered all the herbs we had stored in the research ward. What the doctors are doing is unorthodox, but times are tough. We can't sit on our hands and do nothing while the patients need us. It's not exactly scientific, but the remedies in those old wives' tales could serve as useful references for potent medications. I think I have a textbook on them back in my dorm room. I'll go look for it later. While working on our supply problem, I hit the books of Dr. Salem and came across some riveting discoveries. It should be possible to concoct anesthetics and pharmaceuticals by using the medicinal herbs that grow in the state. We've been short on medical supplies since diplomatic ties broke up with Euphoria, but now, hope just might be on the horizon. So I was about to say he studied with, can't remember the bishop's name right now. But that should give him an herbal background, right? I heard the internal medicine, neurology, and pharmacology departments had devised a way to try and cover for our supply shortage. A surgeon like me has nothing to do right now, so instead I'm lending Ursuline and Schiller a hand with whatever they need. Double checking our old medical device in case the new supply turns out to be defective. I'm so sleepy, it's hard to stay focused. This equipment doesn't seem to be very efficient, but it should work well enough in a pinch. There were a lot of these to check, so it took us all night to get through them. Now, not that I haven't gotten used to working all-nighters at this point. The outpatients that were stranded here are just about to reach their breaking points. But hearing what happened in the city has helped restore some hope to them. No one knows what will happen next, but I truly do hope they'll be able to return home. So is it Mayfa out here? Oh no, Ada. My heart goes out to their patients. Yeah, they actually did have all their bases covered. Welcome back, everyone. Have you finished what you came here for? Let's go. So yeah, we're gonna go to the sandbar, and I'm gonna make my way towards the tower, but we're not gonna go in. Basically, we've done everything we can up till now.
Yosh! お任せを!
I don't remember which spot she had, but it doesn't matter. Just a reminder, if this were New Game Plus, there'd be a monster or something there, I think. Nope, just the bull. Wait, is it Moon or Stargazers we're going to? I don't remember. Yeah, I think I went to the wrong one. Crap. So, yeah, I'll make my way there off camera, and when we pick up next time, we will be in the right place. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.